Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome to our Backlash predictions. It's 2023. We're heading down to Puerto Rico, or at least WWE is. We're going to be right here watching live, of course, as usual, Saturday evening, 8 p.m. I'm sorry, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern.
I think that's correct, yes.
On the Peacock, but we're going to be doing a watch along over here as well. So hopefully you'll join us for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 bouts.
7 bouts.
Of course, we got our Backlash predictions challenge to gain an advantage going into predictions challenge for end of May. That would entail Battleground, NXT Battleground, Double or Nothing, and Night of Champions all the last weekend of May. So if you want to get advantage for that weekend, if you get everything right in the Backlash predictions, you get 2 points. If you're one of the people that have the highest score without getting everything right, if no one gets everything right, you get a single point.
How do you participate, Larson?
You got to be a $5 up patron over at patreon.com/Stephen Larson. YouTube channel member, youtube.com/Stephen Larson. And we'll post the form here shortly. Once Cody Miles sends it my way, and then it'll be open to all eligible friendos.
And then at the end of the month, we'll do the other, like the big weekend Double or Nothing, Night of Champions, and Battlegrounds NXT. And we'll crown a new, or Enforcer will retain, Big Red predictions champion. So let's go ahead and dive into this. What match would you like to look at first?
Let's kick off with the 6-man tag bout. This is one of, there's 4 matches on this card I feel really good about. 3 matches, less good. This is one of the less good ones. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Matt Riddle, taking on the Bloodline team of the Usos and Solo Sikoa. Steve, who do you got?
Never bet against the Bloodline.
It's true.
Never bet against the Bloodline. Now, of course, we're obviously putting this up prior to the Go Home episode of SmackDown. Usually these days, the Go Home episodes don't really reveal a whole lot, so I'm not sure if we're going to get more information in terms of Go Home math or not. But never bet against the Bloodline. Obviously, there's some discord, there's some discontent right now. The Usos are basically toxic. Yeah. So I don't know if you got to balance out never bet against the Bloodline, but also these days you cannot bet on the Usos to win anything. Solo's in this match. Matt Riddle can take a pin because he's been taking a lot of them. It could be that Jay eats a pin here, though. But I've got 2 points on the Bloodline. 2. I feel like Solo's going to carry this team to a win. And then maybe after the match, we'll get some more of the discontent, or Roman will find a way post-Backlash of being like, that was all Solo. You guys were on the verge of messing this up. So maybe from a storyline perspective, it makes more sense for the Bloodline to lose. But in the end, you don't bet against the Bloodline.
You don't, especially now that Solo, on a week-to-week basis, is kind of filling in for Roman in a lot of respects. He's the dominant force within the Bloodline on a week-to-week basis now that Roman's on a part-time schedule. If the Bloodline wins, it's going to be because of Solo Sikoa. He'll carry the team.
Yeah.
If they lose, it'll be because somebody, whether it's Riddle, Owens, Zayn, manages to neutralize Solo long enough to pin one of the Usos. Right now, I got the Bloodline with 3 confidence points.
I might change mine, depending on what happens on SmackDown.
Exactly.
If we get more info, I might change mine on the form. Next up, we're going to talk about Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, this one, I'm not sure. So if this is a situation where they're going to follow the John Cena 2012 booking, then Cody wins this.
Yeah.
But if they really want to give Cody a bunch of adversity, obstacles to overcome, he could very well lose this bout. Right now, I got Cody Rhodes with 2 confidence points.
I think the fact that they have done a pretty good job keeping them apart, that's been sort of the story, is Cody's trying to get at Brock, and they've been keeping them apart. I think Cody's going to maybe regret it once he gets his hands on Brock, because he's going to eat a lot of German suplexes. Yes. But he will prevail. I got 3 confidence points on Cody Rhodes.
I wouldn't be surprised if he loses this, though. That's really all the adversity at Cody.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
Not surprised at all. Next up, Bianca Belair taking on Io Sky. Steve, who do you got?
I have got Bianca Belair with 6 confidence points. I think Bayley's going to inadvertently cost Io Sky this match, maybe leading to a feud between the two of them. I think Bayley will have good intentions, but she'll end up costing Io the title. Bianca wins a 6 confidence
Everything
points.
you said, right down to the confidence points, 6 on Bianca. She's definitely winning this bout. Next up, let's talk about Bad Bunny taking
San
on
Benito.
Damian Priest.
Priest.
This is set up for it's a street fight, so that means no DQ.
Right.
Weapons can be used.
Right.
I'm guessing the LWO will probably make an appearance during this bout and help Bad Bunny get the win.
Yeah.
I got 5 confidence points on Bad Bunny. Is that right? Yes, 5 confidence points on Bad Bunny getting this W.
What did you have on Bianca just now?
6.
We're just sharing a brain at this point, man. I got 5 confidence points on San Benito to pick up this win. I feel like Ray's going to get involved. I feel like Dom's going to get involved. This should be wildly fun, by the way.
Yeah.
This should be a lot of fun. Expect some laughs from Finn Balor, who's probably going to get involved in sort of a pratfall way because he seems to do that when he's not in an actual match. This is going to be wildly fun. Really looking forward to this. I have Bad Bunny with 5 confidence points.
Let's talk U.S. title now. Bronson Reed, Bobby Lashley challenging champion Austin Theory. Steve, who do you got?
So it would be easy to say Austin Theory is going to fluke his way into a win here and walk away with the U.S. title. That's probably where I will go. But just for the fun of it, I got Lashley with 1 confidence point. I think Triple H is setting up his pieces. Let's get a title change here at Backlash. You can protect Austin Theory by having Lashley pin Reed, who's sort of the lowest guy on the totem pole here. Have Lashley walk into the post-draft era as United States champion and give Austin Theory something to do. If he shows up on SmackDown carrying that U.S. title with the same old shtick he's had for the past God knows how long, it's going to be boring, amateur. Put it on Lashley, a professional, 1 confidence point. I will probably change this before, but it's only 1 confidence point. There's a lot of people participating. Maybe it's time to take a risk.
That could be. I would be 100% on board with that idea you just pitched there. Lashley winning. However, on the house show, on the international tour they just did, a European tour, the finish of the match was Lashley hits Reed with spear. Theory gets Lashley out of the ring, pins Reed to get the win.
Yeah.
Sometimes on these house shows, live events, they're working out the match they're going to have eventually. Mm-hmm. So right now, I got Theory with 4. I mean, they've had several opportunities to have a fork in the road for Austin Theory. Just most recently at WrestleMania, if he had lost that to John Cena. Been time for some serious self-reflection for Austin Theory. Every single time they've chosen the fork that's not self-reflection. Mm-hmm. And I until I see otherwise, I don't think they're going to change course. They're just going to have Austin Theory be Austin Theory and hope something works out. So I got Theory with 4 for right now.
Yeah, that's probably a smart move. What's next?
Next up, Rhea Ripley taking on Zelina Vega. Who do you got, Steve?
I love Zelina Vega. I think she's terrific. But with respect to Zelina Vega, I got Rhea Ripley with all the confidence points, 7 confidence points. Rhea Ripley is not losing this title. Zelina Vega, they gave her a win against Sonya Deville, but that's like been her lone singles win in, I think, literally years.
Since 2021, I think.
I think so, yeah. Rhea Ripley clearly with 7 confidence points.
Yeah, I got Rhea as well. 7 confidence points, everything you just said. And the final match we got here, Seth Rollins taking on Amos. Steve, go ahead. You go first here.
This is going to be interesting to hear your point of view here because I got Seth Rollins with 4 confidence points.
Wow.
I think it seems clear that he's going to be the first world heavyweight champion. I honestly hope he's not because I'd rather see him chase that title. But I wonder if he's been chasing things for so long that they feel like he'll look weak if he doesn't win that world heavyweight championship. And if that's the case, I don't see him losing to Amos right here. Amos is free agent brand. He's not even on a brand, evidently because he's an attraction, which is fine. But if Amos lost to Brock Lesnar, he's not going to also win against Seth Rollins because that'll make Seth Rollins probably going to be the first world heavyweight champion. Look weak. Got Seth Rollins, 4 confidence points.
So right now I got Seth with 1, and I'll tell you why the confidence point value is so low. It's because Seth is looking past Amos. He's looking right for that title. There's been one segment where these two have interacted. That's it. There's no build. There's no story of this match. The story right now is Seth going after the World Heavyweight Championship. He is completely looking past Amos. So if there could be a situation where Seth loses here to Amos because he is looking past him. They meet again in the World Heavyweight Championship tournament, maybe in the finals. That's where Seth gets the win, to not only beat Amos, but to get the title he wants. I'm trying to find some story here, honestly.
Look, that's some very New Japan level shit. That's exactly what they would do if this was New Japan, but it's not.
I know.
He's looking past Amos because he's a foregone conclusion, but I would love for there to be some story. I would love for them to have Seth lose and then have to get that win back over Amos. When I think WWE, I don't think they do that stuff, but I like that idea. So I got Seth Rollins with 4. You got Seth Rollins with 1. Be interesting to see how that plays out if we end up switching our picks or our confidence points before the actual matchup happens by the deadline. Do you want to talk our prop bets?
We could just, again, unofficial, preliminarily.
Yeah, of course.
So these,
just to give people a preview of what
exactly.
This is going to
So
be.
these will be a part of the prediction challenge for Backlash. So there are 6 prop bets, first of which, how many German suplexes is Brock going to give Cody during their bout?
I feel like they're either going to go heavy or light. I'm going to say 4. 4 seems like a safe pick.
It does, but this is Cody. Adversity is the story here. I'm going to go 8.
16. 8. Okay,
8.
all right. They're not gonna try to break the John Cena record.
Oh no, that was just absolute decimation.
Yeah.
No, because if Cody wins, he can't. I don't think he can take 16. Like,
I don't think
he'll be able to get
either,
up. He can't deliver a crossroads after eating 16 German suplexes for Brock Lesnar.
It's gonna be weird seeing him try. He's not gonna win. I don't think he's gonna win with a crossroads. Wouldn't it seem weird to see him get Brock Lesnar selling a crossroads? You have to like flip over.
Is he gonna pin
yourself?
Brock with a figure 4?
I hope so.
But I don't see Brock getting
crazy
rolled up,
like
though.
that. It's going to be something weird like that. It's going to be something weird.
Yeah, could be. Next prop bet: who eats the pin in the U.S. title triple threat? It's probably Bronson Reed.
Yeah, Bronson Reed's there to eat the pin. Yeah, for sure.
Who eats the pin in the Usos Solo Sikoa versus Riddle, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn bout?
Oh God! Right now, I've got Riddle going forward. Jay.
Yeah, Riddle.
Like if I change it might be Jay, but otherwise it's going to be Riddle.
And then who scores the pinfall in that match? Probably Solo.
Oh, Solo Sikoa, of course.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Solo, yeah. How many stomps is Seth going to hit on Amos?
It'll take 1. It took 1 F5 to get Amos. 1 stomp. I mean, that's sort of Amos's thing, is he can dole out major punishment, but he can't necessarily take major punishment.
3. Protect Amos.
Wow.
3 stomps.
Okay.
That's
I can see him doing the thing where he hits one, has to run to a corner, hits another, runs to a corner, another.
Exactly.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Exactly. Protect Amos.
Steal that answer right there. Steal that answer.
I'm going to change it to 2 then. Then does Bayley cost Io the Raw Women's Championship?
I think she does. I think they're going to keep Io looking strong, man. I think Bayley has good intentions, ends up costing her the title.
Yeah, I think so too. Too.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, hey, let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Drop us your predictions and your confidence points and join us on Saturday for WWE Backlash 2023. Should be a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, everybody. Till next time, we'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.